Anthony Manzano. Welcome to the stream. Let me turn off the music so we won't lag a lot. That way we will be good to go for the stream. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back everybody to the Marvel and DC Theorist. And if you're new here, welcome. Do not forget to subscribe, turn on our notification bells and alerts so you'll miss all types of content that goes on here at all of my channels. And once you do so, you will automatically be entered into the giveaway that I'm doing here at 1K. So we're starting off this stream early in the morning, kicking it off with uh the MCU morning nerdy news, and not even just MCU morning news. We're just gonna get into like some Aquaman stuff as well, and most likely maybe some other DC news depending on how the stream goes and the flow of the stream. So without further ado, let's get into this first piece of news. So Kevin Feige says Harrison Ford, Thaddeus Ross will be the United States President and Captain America New World Order. Okay, so they said we'll be seeing the dynamic between Captain America and the President of the U.S. in a way that is just incredible. And this actually comes from via Entertainment Weekly, which I'll pull up that article right now. So Kevin Feige opens up about the Phase 5 Kang and the future of the MCU. So this is actually a pretty interesting article indeed. Just because it has some pretty gosh dang interesting tidbits. If I'm being honest. So I think we should just go ahead and get into this article, to be honest with y'all. So, Kevin Feige opens up about Phase 5, Kang, and the future of the MCU. And like I said, this comes from via Entertainment Weekly. Marvel's top boss sits down for an exclusive deep dive with Entertainment Weekly, teasing multiverses, mutants, and more. So, welcome to Phase 5. Avengers Endgame proved to be anything but the end for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And since then, and also shout out to Lady Serafina for the subscription. I know that just popped up on the video. Anyways, after closing out the Infinity Saga in 2019, okay, and killing off a few of its top players, Marvel turned its attention to the multiverse, kicking off Phase 5 with a slew of films and Disney Plus TV shows, including WandaVision, Shang-Chi, and The Legend of the Ten Rings, and Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Now Marvel is ready to begin its next chapter, and Entertainment Weekly has their exclusive preview when Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania hits theaters Friday, which obviously already hit theaters, to mark the beginning of the Phase 5. So here, Feige teases Marvel's future plans from the villainous Kang the Conqueror to the long-awaited introduction of the Fantastic Four. So this is Kevin Feige. We want to kick off Phase 5 with a team of heroes that you already know. We knew that if we were going to do another Ant-Man film, it was always the idea to spend the majority of time in the quantum realm. This place you've heard about in various movies and seen glimpses of. We wanted to actually explore it. When we were making the earlier films, we saw the visuals of the quantum realm, like Scott. See that back there? That's a city. See that over there? That's a whole civilization, which obviously we knew that was teased way back then. So he said we were hoping that one day we could explore more of it. For years, we've always had the inkling that Kang would be an amazing follow-up to Thanos. He's got the equal stature in the comics, but he's a completely different villain. Mainly that's because he's multiple villains. He's so unique from Thanos, which we really like. And in the early days of Quantumania, Jonathan started to pop in a big way. He's the highest testing villain we've ever had in any of our friends and families screenings. That's really saying something with a movie like this. Even early on, without the effects, Jonathan is his own effect. He was working from the start. It's always one of the fun rolls of the dice that we do at Marvel, which is to say, hey, we're going to make multiple movies around this character, and we're going to start before the audience has even had a chance to meet him. We really go all in on these ideas and the casting. It was a big relief when the season ender of Loki season 1 happened, People really seem to be on board for Kang. People are chanting Kang when Jonathan goes on the shows. Um, let's go on to where he's talking about the Phase 5 in Secret Wars. So, right here, he says it's really a classification system for the audience that's following along. Is to keep track of how the pieces fit in place. I didn't really talk a lot about the overarching themes or direction of Phase 4 until afterward, in large part because we are always adapting and weaving as creative demands and new ideas come up. But I would say, in very generalized terms, as you see in Quantum Mania, it's about setting up the big overarching thread that will go through the next phases. Now, every film in the Infinity Saga focused on the Infinity Stones of Thanos, and it'll be the same across Phase 5 and Phase 6. But we're getting up. People will get a taste of this in a big way in Quantumania as we lead to Avengers Secret Wars, which I'm extremely excited for. I'm coming up on 23 years at Marvel. That's a long time. It's not quite half my life, but it's almost half my life. Many of us have been together for a decade or more, and we only do it because we're so excited and in love with the potential for what we can do ahead. The storylines that we gathered through Phase 5 and 6 into Secret Wars and the opportunities that the multiverse brings, storytelling wise, it's a whole new aspect to the MCU. So this is where we get into more talking about mutants. He says, I hope you learned something on every project. I was very pleased with everything that we did. Kamala Khan, for instance, is a great new character in the Pantheon. I'm very proud of the Miss Marvel show. I also know, and this is a spoiler, she is essentially steals the Marvels, which is coming out July 28th. It makes me excited that people will, I hope, see that movie and then go back and revisit those shows on Disney Plus. The fun thing about streaming is they are there forever, and people can keep re-exploring them. Moon Knight, same thing. I think there's future for that character as we move forward. So Kevin Feige just teased also that Moon Knight, that it won't be the end of Moon Knight. We already kind of knew that. They've been like doing some stuff for like technically season 2. We just haven't got that right on confirmation. But just to hear that is absolutely, absolutely insane. Then obviously he talks about She-Hulk, um, and that being the Ally McBeal type of style. So this is pretty. I think this is pretty cool. He also goes on to talk about Charlie Cox and Daredevil as well. So there was a lot of stuff that he talked about in this Entertainment Weekly article, and it just really does gear us up to all the stuff that we talk, for the future. Like for example, this is where it gets interesting when he talks about mutants. So he's like, I think we've said the word once, Lavs. Kamala talks about a genetic mutation, and Namor refers to himself as a mutant amongst his own people. And mutant is a real genetic term, not just a comic book term. But part of the fun is that I've been at this company for half my life, and we're just now tapping into arguably one of the biggest aspects of the publishing history. It's pretty remarkable, and it's a testament to the House of Ideas and what Marvel Publishing has done these 80 years. The question is how to do it and when to do it, and that's something we've been working on for years. Now we know, but we're not going to talk about it. So they already have the plan kind of rolled out for mutants. He doubles down on the Deadpool 3 and Hugh Jackman, and he's like, that's our first rated R film, and they keep stressing on it heavy. Like, we already knew that that was going to be rated R, but they keep talking about that heavy. And then, like I said, going to the Captain America New World Order, he confirmed, like legit, it's confirmed already that Harrison Ford is Thaddeus Ross. So he says we start filming relatively soon. I'm sure anyone you've ever talked with about Harrison Ford says this, but it's unbelievable that we get to meet and talk with him. That he's embracing this role. He's tireless with the amount of work that he does. This is certainly a big part for Thaddeus Ross. He's the president of the United States in the film, and with Harrison, you think about Air Force One, and you think about some of the confrontations with the president and Clear and President Danger. There's dynamic between President Ross and Sam Wilson. They have a history together, but in this film, we'll be seeing the dynamic between Captain America, the President of the U.S., in a way that was just that is just incredible. This has been a dream for years, ever since Jon Favreau cast Harrison Ford in Cowboys and Aliens. I was always very jealous of that. So to have him finally in the MCU is just incredible. It's like I can cross that off the wish list. So this is just insane, y'all. Super, super, super insane. He also talked about Blade. Okay, he said you also got the Blade movie with Mahershala Ali for the next year, right? How's that going? He's like, it's going well. Our director Jan Demange is down in Atlanta right now. Cameras roll in like the next 10 weeks or so. So we can say in about next 2 to 3 months, um, we'll have Blade officially start filming, which is a pretty cool update, if I'm being honest. So shout out to Kevin Feige for dropping this insanely huge article and just giving us this massive update. And also opens up about the future of Phase 5 and Phase 6, and let us know that yes, mutants, um, teasing more multiverse stuff. This is pretty cool. So y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe. We are doing a giveaway at 1K. You will automatically be entered once you leave a like, couple of comments, and subscribe. So which project so far that is announced? Because there's still a lot of stuff that is unannounced that we haven't got. So whatever is unannounced, that's up for Theory City. But for the ones that's already announced out there, which one is your favorite projects that you're like most anticipated for? If I'm being honest, I feel like for me, obviously Secret Wars. I've been geeking out for Secret Wars even before Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So I can't even really say that, but I will say Blade is a movie I am super pumped for. Another movie that I feel like another TV series is the X-Men '97, which I can't close off this video because this tidbit, I mean, recently just dropped, and sorry if I am lagging just a little bit, y'all. So I'm gonna pull this up right now. Um, Retweeted this on my profile. So, X-Men '97 head writer Bo DeMayo has seemingly indicated that the Disney Plus series is still set to release this year, despite Marvel Studios' recent delays. So still pumped. Don't freak out, y'all, because this is still going to be releasing this year. So, whew, thankfully. But yeah, which projects are you most excited for? Let me know your thoughts down below. All right, sorry about that, Anthony. I know we went on a little ranty. Had to cover a lot of stuff, man. So let me read the chatty chat over here. It says, can you see at some point during Captain America, a New World Order, them setting up new members of the Avengers for the next two movies? Uh, like Re-Avengers. Oh, I can see that. Something like, I mean, I've really been thinking they're about to like try to set up some West Coast Avengers type of thing. So it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we like. I mean, I really want to see what we're gonna get as the team. I'm not sure if this rumor is true, but apparently they might debut Luke Cage in New World Order in his backstory that he has as a super soldier serum in his system as well. It could work though. I could see that. But that's a very interesting thing. If you have Discord, join the Discord. That way you're able to let me know because I want to like, dude, that I want to make a video about that because that makes a lot of sense. I can geek out about that. I mean, dude, I just think it's weird that what's the name? I made a video about it the other day whenever we were live streaming. That Luke Cage, what's his name? Mike Coulter, I think his name, and Kristen Ryder, aka Jessica Jones, they've been sharing like they shared another photo like 3 days ago, 2 days ago, and I'm like, bro, what? This is absolutely insane. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, and it just made me think like, are we gonna be getting I never know how to spell his name, but I know they have a kid, right, in the comics, right? I think it's Daniel Cage or something like that. Yeah, Danielle. My bad, not Daniel. Danielle Cage. So yeah, was born to Luke Cage and Jessica Jones as the Secret Invasion was born to fail. So that's I'm just like, it's kind of like interesting times we're in if we're talking about that stuff. So I think it'd be pretty cool if he had got that confirmation, you know, like. And I don't know, like maybe that'll be something like dope because like I don't know, like that could be something they do in the future, you know. But that's very cool that uh, we could see Daniel Cage. Man, that would be so freaking rad. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be pretty cool to see Daniel Cage limbs. Like what? Just cause like bro, like what's her name? The duo between Kristen Ryder and Chris and Mike was just like stellar. Everybody loved it. But also, man, how was your day? By the way, I think we need to get into the next piece of news. Really, hopefully YouTube. It says my thing is getting poor data, but hopefully that's just data acting like that. It's good right now. Everything says it's good. I don't see it lagging on my end. I don't see it lagging on my phone. So it looks like everything's good to me. What do you think? Is it good for you, Anthony? You're still in the stream. All right, so I'm gonna pull up the next piece of news we're gonna get into, which will most likely. I think I talked about it yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Did we talk about that yesterday on stream? I don't think we did. I don't think it went live, but y'all, Venom 3 is in pre-production. Venom 3 is in pre-production. He move some of these tabs up. Then we will be good. Where is it at? Groot has received an official new Marvel's Legends. That's pretty dope. Dang. That makes a lot of sense. This is definitely, I don't know if I added this to my bookmarks, but that makes a lot of sense because there was really no issue, honestly, with the visual effects I seen with Black Panther Wakanda Forever, but Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, it just times that looked wonky, like super wonky. This makes a lot of sense. And like think about it, that happened with She-Hulk. Remember at the end of the She-Hulk finale, they were like they stopped and was moving to the next show, well, next project, and it like had the Wakanda music playing in the background. Everybody was oh sad. Immediately working on Wakanda Forever still. So, but yeah, this is crazy. A new report has indicated that Marvel Studios diverted critical resources for visual effects work away from Quantumania towards Wakanda Forever last year. Are you kidding me? Last year. Absolutely wow. Okay, okay. Agatha Covenant Chaos premieres reportedly now listed as TBD on Marvel Studios' internal release calendar. Marvel Studios has reportedly added Shang-Chi's sequel to its production calendar. Eternals 2 also has been reportedly added to the production calendar, which I feel like we knew that. Okay, The Marvels was reportedly delayed in effort to give the sequel more time in post production. And then, yes, this is what we're going to get to talk about. Tom Hardy has announced that Venom 3 is now in pre production. And I want to pull up, go to Instagram, pull up that Instagram video. So sorry if I lag a little bit. Oh, my cat, you scared me, buddy. Where's Tom Hardy? Where is the Tom Hardy man? There we go. Cause I'm just like hoping like Columbia Pictures doesn't try to like lock the stream. Cause I feel like they definitely would try to do something like that, you know. They definitely would. But yeah, he turned. Oh, comments have been limited. I don't see none. But yeah, whilst working on Venom 3 pre-prep, Sony Pictures, Sony Venom movie, this throwback came up, and I was saying in my video when I was breaking it down that even though he said that this is a throwback, it still could be some type of footage that could be used for the movie Venom 3. You never know. You never know. That's why I'm just like. But I've seen a lot of people there like, bro, did he just leak something to his own movie? It's like, no, this wasn't a leak, bro. This was just most likely just a deleted scene, something that just got scrapped, never used for Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage, you know. So but it was pretty cool seeing the clip. I think it was pretty cool. I thought, and I still think it's interesting, and I talked about my video, is that I was just going to work out with the whole Venom situation and Tom Holland. Like, we know that Venom went back to his universe, which is not in the MCU. Like, he came in the MCU from the Venom 2 post-credit scene. Then he got sucked right back in, brought right back to his universe. And it was weird because like he automatically looked like he recognized Spider-Man, which was like, how did you recognize Spider-Man if you're not even from this universe? Unless there was a Spider-Man in your universe, which makes me think like, hmm, I wonder if this was Andrew Garfield. I wonder if Andrew Garfield is the one, and hopefully we get that confirmation. But yes, Venom 3 is in pre-production. Okay. And also, ooh, very wild, very wild. Was a very, very hard turn. I don't know if we're gonna be like pause. Let me see if I can pull this up right now, because this was wild to me. Was it my time to shine? Hello. There was from out there the reports that Aquaman 2 is horrible, and I need to find those tweets. Trying to find the tweets. Or was it from Can We Get Toast? Yeah, from Can We Get Toast, I guess. So, been hearing similar bad things about Aquaman and Lost Kingdom, and it's a shame because I read the script for that over a year ago, and it was actually pretty good. So I'm just like, sheesh. Are they really just going to try to milk this movie to see if they can get another billion off of it, just like they did with the first one? Which I love the first Aquaman, but then again, the other critics and people that have supposedly seen it from the early screenings, they said that about the first one. Some people don't remember or probably know about that, but they definitely did say the same exact thing about the first one. So it makes you think, if y'all saying this about the first one, then it's about the second one. And I like the first one, and majority of people did, and that came out good. This movie still might be successful. So one of those things that I never like go judging off of it. I always say, let me, we'll see, we'll end up seeing. But yes, um, we got some more news we're gonna get into. Yeah, there was a lot of content I told you we're gonna get into in this morning stream. Most likely just because I'm leaving this video up as a playback. But yes, new Shang-Chi concept art has revealed alternate settings for the mid-credit scene. So very cool, very cool. We can see this is kind of like the still the same concept a little bit with the 10 rings. and Wong and Aquafina's character. And then this is where it kind of looks a little bit different. I guess they were like another visual of in the Sanctum, but maybe they're not in the Sanctum. I think, because they were in the library, I believe. It's been a minute since I've seen the Shang-Chi. So, yeah, so y'all let me know your thoughts, though. What do y'all think of this new concept art for Shang-Chi? Um, I think this should have been used. It looks a little bit way visually stunning, in my opinion. But I can't wait for the second one as well, second film. So to end off this this stream technically, we're gonna get into this news that comes from Daniel RPK from via the Illuminati. Demetrius Bruce is reportedly in talks to play the Grim Reaper in Marvel's Wonder Man. So I'm like, uh-oh. This Wonder Man show is starting to cook up to be a banger with all the people and directors and writers attached to it. I'm very interested for this Wonder Man. I know some people are going to be like, the fact that I know it's going to be labeled as some type of comedy, just because that's kind of how like Wonder Man is. So it will be like acting, but maybe some type of comedy with that. Who knows how it's going to like turn out? But maybe it might be some serious. I don't know. We won't know until we get like more set photos, more plot, plot leaks or whatever, and really just that first teaser, which that probably won't drop until like 2 years from now or whatever. But y'all know Marvel works on a lot of stuff, and the only reason why I say that is because think about it: when Werewolf by Night got announced, and the trailer dropped for that maybe a month or two, maybe a month and a half before the release, and it never got officially announced at all. It was only rumors, and then also you had reliable articles out there and sources like Entertainment Weekly, The Hollywood Reporter, Variety, ETC, Deadline that were reporting it, right? And let us know that Gail Bernal was attached to play, Werewolf by Night, um, all that stuff, right? It never got officially announced by Marvel, so it's very wild because they work on a lot of stuff behind closed doors. But this is just very wild. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I will catch y'all in the next video and live stream. Y'all let me know your thoughts down below. Take care.